Welcome to the Evan Rood Center in Peterborough for today's Under 14 AAA game between the Oshawa Minor Generals and the Peterborough Petes. This game means something here to Peterborough. If they can win and hope for some help by Central Ontario tomorrow, they would be in a tiebreaker game against Ajax. But they need to do their job first. Oshawa is trying to spoil their plans by picking up their victory in their final game of the year. Evoy puts that back in behind the net to start things off, where Parker Shaw guards the goal for Oshawa, and Ryan is at the other end for Peterborough. There's the first shot, on goal by McCoy, and gathered up by Shaw. Williams in now to take the draw for Peterborough, off to the right of Shaw, who gets ready in the goal. Face-off is won by Peterborough, but the puck comes out of the zone. Kavanagh going back in his own end to pick it up. Kavanagh from his own zone, and that gets knocked down from center by Jackman, who puts it on the tip of Naish, who dumps it back in. Lennox is going to try and be the first one here in the corner against Kavanagh. Jackman will help him as well. Oshawa are going to be out without two of their players, with Blowen and Gallinaro out for their hits from behind. In the last game, these two teams played against each other, kept in by Naish from the line. From behind the goal goes Kavanagh now. Putting around the boards here for a chance for Munford to get it out. Went over his stick, and Oshawa keep it alive. Back for Naish from the line, a shot. Redirected wide by Hutchings, who goes off to the corner. Kept in from the line. Pushed in behind the net. Behind the goal goes Blake Smith. Turns it over. Braden Davidson gets it back to the blue line now. Emerson Davis shoots it. That hit his own player right in front. And away comes Peterborough out of their own end. Kobe Heyer from his own zone. Heyer looks for some open ice as he brings it in and gets taken down at the Peterborough bench. Around the boards it goes now for Blake Smith. Smith from his own zone now is going to get taken off the puck. Bartlett tried to do the damage on the right-hand side from the left corner now. Jacob Bartlett finding his man, trying to hit him into the boards to cause a turnover. Up through center. Pushed back in by Dobbs. Ryan comes out of his net to play it and puts it around the boards. Here comes a chance for Kinchin out of his own end. Here comes Element now. Element a shot, blocked away by Shaw, and a chance to clear, and that's not going to get out. From their own zone, leading it in. Looking for a shot on that. That's going to go in wide. Got number 79 out here. That is Starr. The pass is brought up here by Bartlett, coming up over the line. Starr, one of the call-ups here, number 79 on defense. Turnaround shot. That goes wide by Jackman. Trying to get it back to the line for LePage. Here comes a chance for Owen Dobbs, and he'll get stripped of the puck before he could shoot it. Harder on the board. Starr's going to try and keep that in, and he does. Good job by him to hold the blue line. Putting it in behind the net. Lennox for Chapman. Chapman got taken off his feet on the left-hand side. Getting some help with Lennox to try and dig the puck free. From behind their own net. Looking back to the point for Naish, but keeps it alive. Puts it down low instead. Back to the blue line. That's going to be out of the reach. Picking it up here in his own end comes Naish. Trying to get it around Jessup here for a chance with a lead pass. Got knocked down here from center by Peterborough. Found on that first opportunity, but he'll get it back again. This time with a pass over here from Munford, who will get greeted there by Lennox as they push it in deep. From behind their own goal, knocked down here at center. Going all the way down the ice into the corner where Sterling will scoop that up. He's got his man on him, trying to throw this up in front. Around the boards, that's going to get kept in by Peterborough from the line, but now taken away. Here comes a chance now, turning up the speed with Davidson. That shot hit a stick and went in wide. Bringing it in, rolled in on net. Gets covered up this time by Shaw. Jones now to take the draw here for Peterborough. Loses it. Davis couldn't get it out. Jones trying to find that loose puck. Taken away by Oshawa, not out of the zone. Jackman did his best to try and get to that loose puck. It comes free. It comes around the boards. Looks like it hit the netting, but play stays alive, and Blake Smith tried to keep it in. Davidson Tried to knock his man down, Groves, as he puts that in. Coming around the boards here for Hutchings to try and get it out. Max Hutchings loses it there to the Peterborough's number 12, Element, who sent one on goal. Easy steer aside save there by Shaw. Keeping this alive there was Braden Davidson taking a hit. Blake Smith with it now, dumping it in. That comes into the Oshawa end with Hire, who gets it for Davis and Bartlett. But Bartlett couldn't take the pass off the boards, but they come up through center again with Bartlett leading the rush. Bartlett trying to get a shot on net. Blocked away there by Ryan. They pass. That goes over the stick of Evoy from center, and Jessup tries to put it back in on his backhand. Here comes the chance now for Coughlin. He scored the winner in the 3-2 Peterborough win on Tuesday night. Knocked down here from center by Kavanaugh, trying to dump this back in. Good pressure on there against Starr as they try and dump it up here for Dobbs, and now Chapman. Chapman, shot over the mark, hitting the backhand glass, and a chance for Peterborough to get this out of their own zone. Good stick work by Bartlett, is able to knock it away and put it back into the Peterborough end. Around the boards it goes for a chance to dump it in. Chapman cuts it off. Chapman putting that back in behind the net where Kavanaugh will scoop it up. Kavanaugh from his own zone with a lead pass up through center for Jessup. Tipped off his stick, and here comes Naish. He'll hit his man into the boards. Lennox tried to get to that loose puck. This will roll in. Ryan had thoughts about coming out to play it, but instead covers it up. Key face-off here in the Peterborough end. Off to the left of Ryan to be taken by Jackman. Backhand! Stopped there right in front of the goal by Ryan, who's able to hold on to it. Face-off is off to the left of the goal. Trying to win this back to the line. Chance to fire it around. That's going to try and get kept in by Naish, but it gets knocked down here from center. Pushed back into the Peterborough end where Campbell gets met by Jackman, who takes him off his feet. Right on goal, stopped by Ryan. From their own zone, he tried to make his way through, cut off by Riley Brandt. Brandt puts it into the zone. Behind the net goes Davidson, out front for Brandt. Couldn't take the pass. Here comes Peterborough. Not in. Knocked down here by Williams here at his own end. Williams' pass is knocked down here by Naish. Zach Naish fires it off the boards, and that leads to a chance for Braden Davidson through center, who just dumps it into the corner. Hutchings is trying to beat his man here to the puck there in the corner. It's in that left side. Bartlett trying to help out as well and get the puck free, but it's Peterborough that do, and it's Kinchin. Kinchin off the boards for Element. Element shot in wide of the net. Coming around the boards where Davidson tried to tip it out, and he does. All the way down the ice into the corner, and we get an icing call. Evoy now to take this draw for Peterborough. Off to the left of Shaw, who gets ready in the goal. Hire puts it around. Smith trying to keep that in. Poke past him. Here comes a chance to get around Logan for an opportunity for Davidson. He's right in, gets taken down as he goes sliding into Ryan. We'll get a stoppage in play. Jackman now to take the draw, wins it cleanly for Hire, and it goes wide of the net. Comes around the boards, Coughlin with a chance to clear. Not going to happen. Owen Dobbs makes his way in. Dobbs a shot. That misses the right post as he fired that wide. Peterborough chance to clear it out of their own end. Instead, drop it back to the line and move it over here to the other side, looking for an open lane pass. And it comes up through center for Jessup. Jessup getting up here with Evoy. That would have been offside. Groves puts this in the zone. From behind the net there is Jackman looking for that stretch pass. And it stretches past everybody. Actually hit Groves there at the bench area. And we'll get a whistle. It's going to be too many men on the ice going to Peterborough. With that puck hitting Groves, it caused too many men on the ice, and Jessup will serve that too many men on the ice penalty, our first power play here of the game. Face-off will be off to the right of Ryan, who gets set in the goal, and figure out who's going to take this draw here. We got that figured out. Face-off is off to the right. Chance to clear it out, and they do. Here comes a chance through center. Trying to catch up to that loose puck here on the other side. Hit into the boards was Jones as Sterling scoops it up. Sterling from his own end with a pass up here for Lennox. Over here to the other side now for Jackman, who tried to bring it in. Ethan Jackman puts that behind the net, and Kavanaugh slaps it around. Kept in here from the line. Back for Jackman. Jackman to the side. That gets tipped up and out of play. Face off here from center. Here comes a chance for Jackman, bringing it in. Shot on net. Scores! Jackman with a quick shot. Finds the 5-hole through Ryan. And Generals get a power play goal to make it 1-0. Now it's Chapman to take this draw with Sterling on his right-hand side, Bartlett on his left. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Knocked down here by Starr in his own zone to try and clear it out. Cleared away, and here comes Bartlett racing after it on the other side, but past him, past Starr as well into the corner. Behind the net goes Starr. He's going to lose it there from behind the goal. Back to the blue line now. Looking to take a shot through a screen was Logan. As it goes up and high, behind the goal goes Kinchin. Right in front. Taken away by Max Hutchings. Hutchings through center. Tried to make his way through as he makes his way past Evoy into the corner. Hutchings from behind the net. Looking to shoot this. And that just missed. It looked like it might have went in on the initial shot, but went wide of the goal. Kept alive here from the slot area. Swept away by Peterborough down the ice. Parker Shaw's coming out here to play it, and he'll play it away. Out of danger. Dobbs trying to catch up to it. Dobbs couldn't get to the puck. He had it swept over his stick. From their own end come the Peets. And Davidson tried to put pressure on his man. Dumped in by Sterling into the left corner. From behind the net, thrown to the goal, just tipped wide on that redirection. Munford with a chance to clear, and that's not going to work. So here comes Williams through center. Williams uses the boards to his advantage to try and get the puck, but Jackman skips it up. Jackman opened up the scoring moments ago. Drop pass here for Dobbs. Dobbs getting up here with Davidson. Owen Dobbs goes off to the side. Blake Smith pushes him into the boards behind the goal. Davidson trying to set it up. Goes back to the line. Shot on net. Stopped there and held on to by Ryan. Face-off is off to the right of the Peterborough end. Wins it cleanly back to the line. Kept alive there by Davis. Trying to put it behind the boards. From behind the goal is Owen Dobbs. Trying to walk this out. Backhand. It's going wide of the net. Trying to get this off on the left-hand side. From behind the goal. Goes back to the blue line. Davis. Shot. That goes wide. Comes off the back-end boards now. From behind the goal. Comes around the boards for Davis. Coughlin trying to tip it out past him. Peterborough is going to turn it over here at center to Higher. As it gets backhanded high over the head of Campbell into the corner. Campbell from his own end with a pass as they laid it up here for Williams, who dumps it in on goal, or White, sorry, puts it in wide of the goal. Evoy went for the hit. White trying to pick up this loose puck. Taken away here by Riley Brandt out of his own end. Brandt getting up here with Sterling. Jessup is trying to control him. Brandt, shot, scores! Riley Brandt with a rocket up and over Ryan, and it's a 2-0 Oshawa lead. Face off here from center. Brandt going to lose it over here to the other side. Riley Brandt tried to put this in past McCoy. From behind the net, trying to get this up through center. And Lennox tried to put it back in. Noah Lennox tried to make his way around the defender, and Kinchin has it and puts it around the corner. A late pass up through center ice. Up there was Element to try and make his way through, as that's going to roll in wide. From behind the goal, scooped up by LePage, who puts it around the boards. Lennox can't get it out, kept in by Peterborough. From behind the goal goes Element after that loose puck. Trying to get away from Starr from behind the goal. Pinning him on that other side. They try and dig that puck free for Jones as Kinchin tried to get it. from their own zone now. Looking for that pass over here for Hutchings along with Starr. Knocked down here from center by Smith. For Logan with a lead pass. Here comes a chance now for Starr to lead this up. That got broken up at center by Avery. Jackman trying to get this loose puck here from center ice. That gets right in on goal. Gets threw it off to the right by Shaw. Approaching 2 minutes left to go here in period number 1. And a 2-0 Oshawa lead. Jackman and Riley Brandt have the goals. And Bartlett's looking to add to that. Keeps it alive. Pushes it down low for Davidson, who tried to get to the front of the net. Taken off his feet. Or Jackman, sorry, had that opportunity. Here's Bartlett. Bartlett from center sets up Jackman. Went over his stick. Goes off to the corner. Jackman with a big hit in behind the goal to try and cause a turnover. But here comes Peterborough back up. Flipping it into the zone. Behind the goal goes Sterling. Evoy's going to follow him back there as he tries to strip Sterling of the puck. Lead pass is up there for Dobson. Kept in by Groves. Harder on the boards. Groves trying to keep it in. Not going to happen. Here comes Chapman leading it in. But he couldn't get around the defender. Chapman trying to pick it back up again. Back to the line. Shot. That gets blocked on the way through. Zach Nash. Shot. That's going to get stopped by Ryan and held on to. Face-off is coming off now to the right of the Peterborough end. Pushed in behind the net. Here comes a chance to try and keep that in. Right back in behind the goal it goes as it gets picked up here by Kavanaugh. Stretch pass is tipped in right on goal and gets covered up by Shaw. Face-off is off to the left now of the Oshawa end. Kinchin is going to lose that draw as it goes behind the net. Chance to clear it out. Kept in here by White from the line. Now it's an opportunity for Element. Dropping it off. Here comes a chance. Throwing one to the goal. Blocked away by Shaw. It's up in the air and behind the net. Taken away by Hire, who backhands it out. From their own end. Drop pass for White. White from his own zone with a lead pass. That gets tipped in by Kinchin behind the net. That's Hire going back there to get covered with Jones as it rolls right in. And Shaw's going to cover it. 8 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Bartlett trying to help out. Right on the boards it goes for Riley Brandt. Tipped off the boards. Brandt's going to tip that away as that goes all the way down the ice for the final play of period number 1. And Oshawa have grabbed a 2-0 lead after 1 period of play with goals by Jackman and Brandt. They take off for period number 2. Evoy and Lennox will take the opening draw for the second period. And here comes a chance to try and dump this in. It's a scramble draw right off the start of the second. Evoy tried to put this deep. Back in behind the net it goes. Trying to get it around Starr here for a chance. Right in front of the net, taken away. Here comes a chance now for Evoy. Gets it back to the blue line. Here comes a shot by Smith on net. And we'll get a whistle with the net off the moorings. Faceoff was off to the right. Quick shot off the draw by Jessup. Went wide. Nash from behind the goal. Tried to get that out. Flipped up here for Brandt as they try and dump it over here. Picking it up through center is Bartlett, who backhands it in. Behind the net went Smith. He'll get some help there with Lennox. Bartlett cut off on the right wall. Groves tried to clear, and that's up in the air. Here goes Riley Brandt. Brandt's shot gets blocked. Bartlett trying to help. So was Lennox. His shot is a right pad save by Ryan and cleared, not out. Ethan Sterling kept that alive. Off to the corner goes Jackman now. Ethan Jackman looks out in front for Bartlett, taking off his stick. Jessup picks this up. Harder on the boards, kept in by Zach Nash. Back to the line again for Nash with a shot. Blocked away again by Ryan. Sterling trying to pick this up. Over here for Chapman. But we're going to get a whistle as the net is off the moorings again, this time at the other end. Face-off was to be taken by Jackman. Pushed deep in the zone. And taken away here by a shot on goal. Kicked aside by Ryan. Chapman couldn't get to that loose puck against Jackman, though. Right back in behind the net. Logan will scoop this up. Trying to clear this over here for Element. And he puts that into his own bench area and out of play. Face-off was won here from center. Trying to put it in off the boards. That was Logan trying to control Jackman before he could make his way through. From behind the net goes Higher. On his backhand, tried to get it out of his own zone. Kept alive here by Peterborough in the offensive end as it's in that left corner to try and dig it free. Back to the line for Logan. Shot redirected by Element wide of the net. Around the boards, kept in by Kavanaugh. Rolled over his stick, but still loose from the side. Trying to pick up that loose puck. Higher spins away from the defender to try and get that loose puck again. Kinchin had that loose puck. From center comes Chapman, who dumps it in. Jackman finding that loose puck. Ethan Jackman from behind, trying to get around Kinchin. Taken away by Peterborough and sent down the ice. That's going to roll right into Shaw, who comes out to play it aside for LePage from behind his own net. Elijah LePage tried to get that over here for Starr to get that out of his own end. Another chance to clear. Jackman will do just that. Send it down the ice, and we'll get an icing call. Face-off is off to the right of Shaw. Won by Generals, trying to dig away at that loose puck from the face-off circle. Braden Davidson tried to stick to his man White, so it's behind the goal it goes. Kept alive by Peterborough in the zone. Has a man to beat, and that's Campbell, and it's Braden Davidson putting it deep. It'll skip it in front. Ryan will take that ricochet off the boards and hold on to it. Davidson now to take this draw off to the right of the Peterborough goal. Jessup will come in here as well to take it. Won by Davidson, back for Sterling. Sterling pushes it in behind the net, where Dobbs is trying to pick it up and get away from Kavanaugh. Behind the goal goes Blake Smith after the loose puck to try and get it out. He's cut off by Davidson, though, as they're trying to dig away at this loose puck. It's Evoy coming in there as well. He'll get free. It's going to be an Oshawa penalty coming up. It'll be their first. Jessup, that one over his stick, got touched up by Naish, and it'll be 2 minutes for holding penalty. Face-off is off to the right of the Oshawa end as Shaw gets ready in the goal. Lennox will take the draw. Won by Peterborough. Here comes Groves. Groves to the other side now for McCoy, a shot wide. Off the boards, Jones tries for that ricochet one-timer off the boards, and Shaw holds on to it. Another face-off off to the left of Shaw. Groves is getting ready on defense. He had one of the Peterborough goals on the power play in the last time these two teams played on Tuesday night. Kinchin had the other one, and Coughlin had the winner in a 3-2 Peterborough victory over Oshawa. Here comes a chance over here for Groves. Groves keeps us alive as he tried to shoot this to the net. Right to the front of the goal. It hopped over the stick as Jones could have one-time it. Kept in by McCoy. Back for Jones. Jones tries to walk this out from the slot area. Sets up McCoy. Shot. Stop there at the front. Groves keeps it alive. Groves a shot. That doesn't make it through. Good block on the way in. Tried to get it out. There was Davis, and he does. And that gets sent down the ice. Leaving it for McCoy in behind his own goal. That late pass was over Kinchin. Another chance to clear, and Naish will do just that, putting it back in behind the Peterborough end. McCoy, from behind his own net, starts this out. Getting up here with Groves, who takes that pass. And it's another stretch one there for Evoy. Kinchin tried to do his job to stay on side. Jones tried to make his way in. Here's Evoy, a shot. Good blocker save there by Shaw as he stops Evoy. Generals have got to watch Kinchin. He's got that hard shot, and there it is right there. Kinchin is able to put it in on a power play as he snapped it in to make it 2-1. Might have got redirected on Kinchin's shot because Evoy was making his way down the line, so Right now we'll give it to Evo if he was the one that was the first down the line, but Kenshin was the one that shot it. Peterborough will take it. It's a power play goal to cut this to a one-goal game. Evo to take the draw against Jackman. Stays alive here for Kavanagh. Kavanagh brings it in here for Peterborough right on net, and Shaw's going to cover it up. Face-off is off to the left. Won by Peterborough, and the shot by Evoy was stopped. Right to the front, turnaround shot. That's not going to get through, and Shaw doesn't like the way things are going there and hops on it for another face-off. And that face-off will take place off to his left. Here comes a chance now to get it back to the line for Logan. Couldn't get to it as Jackman made his way past him. Zach Nash going back after it in his own end. Big hit in behind the goal. Trying to get this puck out of their own zone. There's the dump in. White is going back there, but it's going to be icing. Face-off was off to the left of the Oshawa end. Right on goal. Kicked aside, and the net comes out the moorings behind Shaw. Net gets put back on its pegs. Oshawa won the draw. LePage puts it around. Brandt falls down. Kavanagh tried to keep it alive. Kavanagh is off in that corner to try and dig it free. He had some help over there with Munford to try and keep it alive. Campbell is over here as well. From behind the net is Munford, and once again the net has come off the moorings behind Parker Shaw. Face-off is won by Peterborough. There's a shot. It's not going to make its way through. Kept in by Campbell though. Campbell tried to keep it alive. Emerson Davis from behind. Around the boards here for Brandt, who gets almost hit into the boards. Here comes a chance now through center. Lennox on that loose puck. He tried to bring it in. Kavanagh knocked it down, but now it's going to be Campbell with it. Turnover to Lennox. Noah Lennox from behind to try and tip it away from Kavanagh. It's over here for Kenshin to try and get it out, but Chapman was over here as well. Lead pass is knocked down by Heyer from center. Kenshin has control of it. Kenshin will start this in here for Peterborough as he starts it up. Right on goal, and it'll miss the glove hand of Shaw. Heyer from behind. Trying to get around the defender. He gets it over here for Jacob Bartlett. Bartlett tried the flip pass up through center, knocked down from center ice by Kavanagh, who dumps it in. Or Smith, who dumped that in. Here comes a chance now for Groves to try and keep it alive. It's right here in the feed area. Groves has control. That hit Jessup out in front. Jessup from the side tried to bounce it in, and Shaw is able to stay alert and stop that. Face-off is off to the left now of the Oshawa end. Jessup's going to take this draw here. Captain shot by Evoy, fired wide. Coming around the board. Smith trying to keep it alive here on the other end. Put in behind the goal here for a chance to get this out. From their own zone, he tried to dump this away through center, and that's Groves. Over here to the other side, tipped in by Coughlin as Nash picks it up behind the net. Evoy from behind the goal, taken away here by Oshawa. Knocked down here by Groves at center as he hits his man into the board. Here comes a chance now for Bartlett with a 3-on-2. Drop pass as here comes a chance. Shot! Stopped there by Ryan as Sterling. His chance was taken away. Jackman to take the draw, wins it cleanly. Bartlett back to the line. Here's a shot by Starr. Right pad stopped there by Ryan. Starr from his own zone. With a lead pass for Owen Dobbs, who tips it in. Bartlett tried to overskate that. Hand pass there through center. Here comes a chance to knock it down. Good job by Starr. Put in by LePage. Right in comes Bartlett to try and get around Logan on the other opportunity. Dobbs is helping out. Bartlett behind. Dobbs walks out. Right in front for Bartlett. Can't backhand it to the net. Starr trying to keep it alive. Shot! Caught there by Ryan. Face-off was off to the left of Ryan now. Taken down there was Hutchings at center. Davidson flips it. Hutchings trying to beat Kinchin to the puck. Hutchings is right there but couldn't get a stick on it. From the side, Braden Davidson lays it for Hutchings, who escapes the head of Kavanagh. It's behind the net. It's going to be a Peterborough penalty coming up here. Chapman back to the line now for LePage. LePage to the other side. This will get touched up here by Kinchin and fired away at the linesman. Lennox getting ready to take the draw beside the Peterborough net. Taken away here by Kavanaugh, who backhands it away. That's how this power play is going to start off here for Oshawa. Behind their own goal goes Sterling taking the puck. Sterling from his own end will drop it off here to the side as Jackman gets the opportunity to bring this in. Jackman, quick shot. Flagged down there by Ryan and held on to. Lennox now to take this draw off to the right of the Peterborough end. Brandt and Davidson on his wings. Jackman shot. It goes wide. Lennox trying to bounce it in from the side. Noah Lennox back there for Ethan Jackman. Jackman to the other side for Sterling. Sterling shot. Stopped there as coming across to hold on to that was Ryan as he takes another draw. Lennox again will take the draw. Goes behind the net. Brandt and Lennox. Noah Lennox from behind. Walks it out back to the line. Here comes a chance now for Ethan Jackman to get free. Jackman can't shoot. Sterling gets the opportunity now. Back down low now for Brandt. Tried to get back to his feet. Back to the blue line for Sterling. For Jackman. Jackman side for Brandt. Couldn't shoot it. Brandt tried to win the battle against McCoy. Lennox from behind. Braden Davidson will scoop up the loose puck and get it back to the line for Sterling. Sterling a shot through a screen. Got knocked down. Lennox tried to get that loose puck and taken away by Brandt. Brandt back to the line for Jackman. Over here for Sterling. Sterling for Jackman. That pass will miss him, but he'll get it now. Shot from the side was blocked by Campbell and cleared away by Peterborough out of the zone. Sterling trying to pick this up here in his own end. Looking to take advantage of a Peterborough change. Here comes Jackman taking the pass, but he can't shoot. Sets it up to the side instead. It was in the feet of Max Hutchings. Kept in from the line by LePage, who came off the line. That's going over him this time and down the ice. 10 seconds left to go here on the penalty to Kinchin, as that's behind the net for Jackman. Ethan Jackman from his own end will start this in. Tries to make his way through, going end to end. Jackman is finally going to lose it. Now wrap around. Couldn't stuff it in. Kept in from the line by Chapman. Shot got blocked. Here comes a chance. On his own comes Kinchin. Kinchin's in. Stopped there by Shaw with a huge save with a left pad as Kinchin coming out of the box got the breakaway he wanted. Just not the result he wanted as he was stopped by Shaw. But Kinchin gets another opportunity and they'll fire that one wide. Kept in by Smith. Back in behind the net for Kinchin. Out in front. Taken away by Dobbs, who tried to tip it away. And Groves keeps it alive in the Oshawa end. Right to the front for Jones, who backhands it wide. Here comes Kinchin right in front, trying for the wraparound, and he couldn't put it in. Back to the line for Logan. Logan a shot, and they score. A shot from the line is redirected out in front of the net, and we're in a tie game at 2-2. Jones might have been the one that got a stick on it, and it changed direction on Shaw, so we're now in a tie game. So this is pretty much the same way things went on Tuesday night. Oshawa grabbed the 2-0 lead in the second period, and Peterborough were able to find their way back and tie things up. 2 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Knocked down by Logan at center. Element tried to pick that up, but scooped away by Heyer instead. Kobe Heyer from behind his own net will put it around the boys for a chance to clear. Knocked down here from center. Right back in there from Logan. Behind the net, it comes out in front, and here comes Heyer. Heyer from behind his own net, taking a hit. Trying to get it out, got kept in though by Logan. Behind the net for Munford. Munford tried to win this battle behind the goal. It's in that left-hand side to try and get it back to the line. Lennox tried to stick to his man, but here comes Davidson taking it behind the net for a chance to clear it out. Braden Davidson from his own zone tries to make his way through, drops it for Noah Lennox. And Lennox puts it deep behind the Peterborough end. From behind their own goal was Kavanaugh trying to put it to his stick. Can't get it out. Kobe Heyer, shot on net. Can't get one to the front of the goal. From behind there is Jackman trying to win the battle. Nobody there at the blue line. This will just be a pass for Shaw, who's going to stop it. Shaw leaves it for Starr in behind the net as they come up through center. Good move to get around Evoy as they try and dig away at the loose puck. It gets backhanded out, and Campbell will dump this away here for Coughlin, who tries to catch up to it. Around the boards, trying to get that on the other end, thrown to the goal and taken away here by Oshawa's Jackman. Jackman will bring this up over the line. Looking to take the shot on net. That goes firing in wide. Hopping over the boards now. Trying to walk this out back to the line. Sterling, shot on the way through. Jackman. Here comes a chance. Brandt was batting away at it and couldn't get his stick on it. From behind the goal goes Chapman. Getting some help with Davidson. Sterling, shot. Davidson couldn't tip it. From behind the goal goes White, who puts it around the boards. Zach Naish cut it off. Naish with a shot to the net. It's going to get blocked as it's in the corner. Here comes Chapman. Ethan Chapman from behind. Looking to shoot one to the front of the net. Sterling, shot. And there goes the final shot of period number 2. A 2-0 Oshawa lead is now gone as the Petes have come back to tie things up after 2 periods of play. We'll come back with the third period. Third period action from the Evan Root Center in Peterborough between the under-14 AAA Generals and Peterborough. Pushed back in behind the net as we kicked off the third period. Groves from behind the net had control of the puck. Trying to keep that in there was Naish from the line. And a 2-2 game. That's behind the net. Groves coming over here against chance to clear this out. From the slot area, tried to get it back to the line for Jackman. As this comes away through center, Jessup and a battle against Naish as they both collide here at the penalty box. Behind the goal goes Groves, followed back there by Lennox, who tried to take it away against Evoy behind the net. Back to the blue line, Sterling will push this behind the net. Jackman trying to beat Evoy to the puck in the corner, right in front. That's going to get kept in here from the line. And that's Sterling taking it behind the goal. Along with Hutchings. Hutchings trying to keep this alive, and that goes back to the line and out. Zach Naish on that loose puck gets it over here to the side for Sterling, who drops it off again in return for Jackman. Jackman right in front. That one over the stick of Hutchings. That's Davidson with the pass. Braden Davidson from behind the goal. Couldn't get it. Here comes Peterborough from out of their own end. Behind the net it goes. Big collision to try and get it back to the blue line. Kept in by Hire. The shot got blocked on the way through by Element, who comes up now with Kinchin. Element, shot. That's going wide of the net, coming around the boards. Chance to clear this out, and it comes over the stick of Campbell back into the Peterborough end. Campbell from behind his own net. Sees the pressure on, moves it away out of his own zone, and Element will clear it the length of the ice for White. White from his own zone to try and backhand it in. And that's Kinchin coming after it on the other end. Kinchin, pass, they score! From the side of the net, Element was waiting at the side to tip it in. And Peterborough have their first lead of the game at 3-2. Face-off is won by Peterborough. McCoy with that loose puck to try and dump it in. Got knocked down here by Oshawa as they try and dump it in with Owen Dobbs. That goes back into the zone. Josh Starr got it over here for LePage to try and dump it in. Dobbs couldn't get to that loose puck, and here comes Williams. Turning it over to LePage, who puts that back in behind the net. Chance to fire this around the boards for Avery and get it out of the zone. Here comes Bartlett to try and get that loose puck. Starr on that and puts it back into the Peterborough end. Bartlett trying to beat Campbell to the puck here in the corner. Peterborough have that loose puck here to try and get it out. Knocked down by Sterling. Gets it over here for Naish. Flipped in by Owen Dobbs, and Chapman tried to get to the loose puck here. as it's in the left-hand corner. Dobbs scooping it up. Dobbs has Bartlett right in front, and that shot is gathered up by Ryan from the slot area. Face-off is won. Sterling the shot. Right off the draw, flagged down by Ryan, who holds on to it. Jackman now to take this important draw, wins it back to the line. Here's Zach Naish. Naish to the other side, shot on goal. In wide of the net, Jackman with it, turns around, tried to throw one to the goal. Lennox trying to bat it in front. Brilliant with a shot. That gets stopped there by Ryan. Behind the goal it goes. Hard around, Sterling holds it in. Puts it in behind the net as that went over the stick of Brant. From behind their own goal, Peterborough getting a chance to clear. The lead pass for Jessup was out of his reach as he picks it up now and backhands it in. Sterling from behind the net. Trying to get it out of his own zone. Here comes a chance now for Jackman to turn up the speed. Ethan Jackman brings it in the zone right to the net. And his backhand went high and wide. Noah Lennox tried to help here as well. Big collisions over here. Some cross-checking over there in the corner. Picked up here by Lennox, who tried to do something here from his feet. Late pass now for Brant, who tips it in behind the Peterborough goal. Blake Smith picks this back up behind his own net. Smith tried to elude the checker of Ethan Chapman along with Davidson. Harder on the boards. This here comes the chance to put this behind the net, and that's Smith on that loose puck. Backhanding it away. Davis tried to hold it in, but it gets swept past him. Racing after it here is Hire against Element. Kobe Hire along against Element as Hire's trying to pin him into the boards behind the goal. Chapman tried to help as well. Walking out, the pass for Kinchin. Broken up. Here comes Smith with a shot. In wide, Kinchin net in front. That's going to miss. Element. Hit into the boards there by Davis as they move it up. Max Hutchings takes that pass. Hutchings tries to make his way in. Right to the front. He'll take it behind the goal. Get tripped up. There's no penalty. Groves scoops it up and clears it away. Here comes a chance now for Peterborough up over the line. It's Kinchin. Kinchin trying to get around LePage. Shot. Stopped there by Shaw, who makes that save. A chance to clear it up here for Max Hutchings. Hutchings. Here comes a chance now for LePage. He couldn't get to it. Kinchin has control. Kinchin will dump that in, but it's knocked down here by Starr. Put back into the Peterborough end. Bartlett coming after it to try and take it away from Campbell. From their own end, there's a trip up from center ice with no call. Here comes a chance now for Williams. Can't take one to the net. White from his own zone. Was tangled up. Here comes White again. Around the boards here for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs is trying to bring it in here for Oshawa. Drops it off to the line. Can't shoot it. Here comes a chance to clear. Coming after it there is Evoy in the zone. Gets taken behind the net. Zach Naish tried to take it behind the goal. Big hit there on the other side. Flipping this up and into the netting out of play. Face-off now is off to the right of the Oshawa end. Jackman will lose it. Zach Naish tried to get it out of his own zone with a late pass for Dobbs. Dobbs tried to make his way through. Taken away by Evoy, who dumps it in. Back in behind the net goes Zach Naish in a battle against Coughlin behind the goal. Now taken away by Ethan Jackman through center. Jackman tried to make his way in. He flips it past the defender into the corner. From behind the net. The pass for Evoy went over his skate as Bartlett tried to keep it alive to get around McCoy. Out in front, Evoy came in and took his man down. Here comes Chapman. That chance went over his stick. Chapman back for Hire. The shot is going to get knocked down. Davis a shot on net. That goes wide. Kept alive here, but not out of the zone. Hire trying to keep it alive at the line. Here comes Davis. Shot. Stop. Rebound. Cleared out of danger and off to the left. From behind the goal goes Kavanaugh. Hard around the boards, and that comes out all the way down the ice, and that will go for icing. Face-off is off to the right with Davidson taking the draw. Wins it cleanly back to the line. Josh Starr, shot. That gets knocked down on the way through. From the corner, that is Davidson trying to set it up. Back for Starr again. Pass from Starr is broken up. Kenshin trying to kick it to his stick. Kenshin's on his own. Stopped there by Shaw, who closes up the legs and keeps it out. Face-off was off to the left of Shaw now. Behind the goal, ripped around the net for Riley Brandt to try and tip it past Smith. That comes to a chance for Davidson off to the corner. Braden Davidson from behind the goal. Set up here by Oshawa, back to the line. Here comes a chance to shoot it. That's blocked away there by Ryan. Smith with a chance to clear. Not going to happen. Shot on net is on goal. Kicked aside by Ryan, but we're getting a penalty. Face-off was off to the left of the Peterborough end. Back to the line for Ethan Jackman. To the other side. Shot on net is kicked aside by Ryan. Noah Lennox goes off to the corner. Try to get it back to the line. Tip past him. Here comes a chance short-handed here for Peterborough. And it's Coughlin. Shot. Blocked away by Shaw. Here comes a chance now back up the other way on a 4-on-3 as Coughlin slid into the boards. A chance to take this to the front of the net. Goes behind the goal. Walking it out. Taken away by Peterborough. 3 coming back the other way. Let in by Williams. Williams is coming in, but he'll lose it to Jackman. Jackman from behind sets it up. That one over the stick of Chapman from center. And put back in behind the goal where Parker Shaw leaves it for Sterling. From their own end, here he comes up through center with Ethan Sterling. Sterling tried to make his way through as he takes it behind the net. Sterling to the side. Here comes Chapman. Shot! Scores! Chapman, what a shot! Puts it up and over Ryan and makes Kenshin pay for his interference penalty to tie things up at 3. Face off here from center. Kavanaugh against Chapman, trying to win that battle on the other side. It's in the zone. Big hit there by Coughlin at the Oshawa bench area. Emerson Davis drops it back here for Hire. Lead pass now for Hutchings. Tried to make his way in. Dumps it into the right corner. Behind the net goes Kavanaugh after that. Trying to win at that loose puck. Taken away here by Peterborough as they try and split through the other end. Here comes Davis to try and make his way in. Bartlett getting back to his feet. Here's Chapman. Chapman shot. Stopped there by Ryan. And cleared away by Peterborough. Kept in by Davis. Davis a shot on net. That'll get flagged down and held on to by Ryan. Jackman tried to get it back to the line and got kept in here by Oshawa. Behind the goal goes Logan after that. Logan puts it around the boards against Element. Jackman tried to get here on the other side, taken away here on the other end by White. Put in by Element as it goes behind the net. Harder on the boards goes White after it. Tipped out, Element keeps it alive. The shot is tipped wide by White. So Lennox comes after it now. Fired around the boards, that's going to come out. Picked up here as Element's going to race after it back in the corner. Element will put it off to the side for Groves. Dobbs trying to take away the puck from behind. It's in that left corner to try and get it out. Jackman trying to help here as well. Noah Lennox tried to pick that off along with Zach Naish from the line. He puts it back in. White picking this back up behind his own goal now. White looking for some open ice. Instead puts the brakes on. Now fires it up through center. Went over the stick. Brandt at center ice. Zach Naish from his own zone will take a hit there by Kenshin. Back in behind the net it goes where Ethan Sterling scoops that up. Sterling to the other side, tried to put it in. Jackman was over here as well and tried to knock him down. Here's a shot going in wide. Trying to set this up in front for Williams, broken up. Kenshin shot, stopped there by Shaw. Still loose from the side and fired, not out. Kept in by Groves from the line. From center ice, he tried to put it in. And that's Bartlett trying to make his way through. He got blocked right there by Williams, though. Over here to the side for McCoy. McCoy can't get through. Brandt cut him off and now puts it back in behind the goal. Davidson trying to win the battle here behind the net. He put it in behind, but Groves took it away. Groves from behind the net sets it up. Now kept in from the line by Davis. His shot got blocked. He tipped away, and here comes the chance back up the other way with Avery. Here comes the chance now with Munford. Can't get to the loose puck. Groves has control. Groves is going off to the side to try and set this up. Right in front, steered aside there by Shaw. From their own end comes Jacob Bartlett. Bartlett will backhand it in. Right back in behind the net goes Groves after it. He'll lose it in behind the goal as Davidson's trying to get free from behind. Good job here by Davidson. Max Hutchings coming in to help here on the other end to keep it alive there in the left corner as they're all digging away at the loose puck to try and get it free here for an opportunity. Peterborough trying to get it, and they do, out of their own end. The lead pass was broken up by Lennox and then put up and out of play. Chapman now to take this draw here for Oshawa. He's got things tied up here at 3 on his power play goal. He's going to take the draw against Kinchin. And oddly enough, he was the one that took the penalty that tied things up here for Oshawa. Here comes a chance for Starr right to the net. That gets tipped wide. Kinchin a chance to clear. That's up through center. Here comes a chance. Elements on his own. Shot wide of the mark. Captain here from the line. Kinchin. Kinchin at a foot for Element. Went over the stick at the side. Kinchin gets it back again. Back to the blue line and nobody there. Ryan comes out here to play it. Drops it off for Campbell, who takes that puck. Now over here for Smith, who goes off to the corner, or White, who goes off to the corner. White tried to make his way around the defender and get it out. Max Hutchings tried to take it away here on the other end. Here comes a chance there for Chapman, who gets tripped up. Bartlett trying to put it in the zone. Getting it over here to the other side for Zach Nash, who takes a pass. Nash is in with a shot. Flagged down and held on to by Ryan. Face-off now is off to the left of the Peterborough end, and it's going to be Dobbs to take it. Bartlett's going to try and help as well. That's going off to the side, and he can't get one out in front of the net. Back to the line, a shot on goal. Knocked down out of front as he flips this away. Here comes a chance to flip it past Nash as Evoy's going off to the corner, and Bart Coughlin as well. From behind the goal, taken away by Bartlett. Bartlett's lead pass is up through center as that's Stoling trying to get to the loose puck. Evoy tries to make his way through. He's hit by Bartlett. Here comes a chance. Backhanded by Jessup. Blocked it away there by Shaw. From behind the goal there was Zach Nash. Can't get to that loose puck out in front. Taken away by Dobbs. Dobbs with 25 seconds left to go here in the third period. Tried to make his way around Evoy as he goes off to the corner. Big hit in behind the net as Dobbs was hit on the numbers. Jackman trying to help as well behind and get it free. From behind the goal, he goes back to the line for Heyer. Kobe Heyer, shot, scores! Kobe Heyer, a shot from the line. It beats Ryan, and the Generals are taking the lead 4-3. One more face-off here from center. Kobe Heyer is the one that gets the goal. As that perfect shot from the line is able to go top shelf over Ryan as that's tangled up here from center. Jackman pokes it in, and that's going to do it. The Oshawa Minor Generals have spoiled Peterborough's chances now as the Generals escape with a 4-3 win. So now that guarantees Ajax is off to the OMHAs now, as the Generals will celebrate their final win on their final game here of 2023. Thank you for watching all year long with the Under 14 AAA Minor Generals. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.